There's a town that has kept alive its heritage of the steel rails. Originally housed in just one car, it has now grown to where it has its own facility, as we discovered at the Galesburg Railroad Museum.
There's so much history that falls back to the start of the railroad in 1854 when the first train came here. And all the connections, it actually goes 7 different ways out of here.
Today the museum compresses that history in a facility located next to the local Amtrak station. Inside, displays are divided by categories that touch upon every aspect of railroading. For example, there are exhibits highlighting conductors of not only passenger trains, but also freight trains.
And where we're standing here is the Brotherhood, the Order, the Ladies Auxiliary, as well as the union that represent the workers. Now, the Communications Department, we have our Central Traffic Control Board, we have the Telegraphy Board, we have the Signal Department, all represented in here as well.
And in the early days of railroading, it was very important to know where the trains were. Each town had an agent that learned telegraphy. The early machines were the key down here. It was an up and down key for the dots and dashes. And then they moved to a vibroplex. It went back and forth. It was much faster. In fact, some would even listen and be talking on the phone and still write the message down.
Galesburg was the second world largest hump yard. They sorted stuff here in Galesburg to feed the East Coast and beyond.
It's at the hump yard that incoming trains are unhooked and the freight cars, through a series of switches, are reassembled on various tracks to their next destination. Also on display are examples of some of the china sets that once graced the tables on the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy Railroad.
They had distinctive patterns for certain trains, and I think there was 16 different patterns on the CBQ alone. And it was fine china, fine sterling silver.
But it's the large outdoor displays that, at first, draw the most attention. Among the cars at the museum is this caboose, which fulfilled several purposes. It was a rolling office for the conductor. There's an elevated platform to keep a watch on the train, and it was a living quarters for the men when they were away from home. Across from the caboose is an RPO, or Railroad Post Office car. As a train passed through a station, the men in the RPO would raise a hook to capture the mailbag.
And then they bring it in, take it off, and then give it to the other RPO employees. Then they would start sorting. As you look at these, Rock Island, different towns, and they would throw the mail in there. And as far as the newspapers, they would throw them in the containers like that, and where the next towns were going.
And just forward of the RPO car is this CB&Q steam engine.
The CB&Q had 10 of these built back in 1930. It was built for passenger service, and at the time, I've been told, it was designed to run 80 miles an hour. The engineer, of course, he had his controls here. He had brakes for the cars and the train. The engine brakes were up here that had a release on it. This was the direction, your gear shift, forward or reverse, and this was your throttle. This is one of the first auger-fed stokers to feed coal to the boiler. The fireman's job was to keep the fire going and to keep steam up. They had an arrangement here of 5 steam jets by which the coal could be dispersed either all the way down forward, the left side or the right side, or just immediately fall over.
We are more of just a museum. We do have quite a bit of one-time, what I call collectible books that are available for people that do come and do research, because the CB&Q is the only railroad in the United States, even to this day, that has stayed in the black in their finances.
I want people, when they come to the museum, it's our job to give them this history.
For more information about the Railroad Museum, go to www.galesburgrailroadmuseum.org or call 309-342-9400.